Hello everybody and welcome to another MX Bikes video. And today guys, we're gonna be just doing some laps on my favorite tracks into this game right now. Some old tracks, some newer tracks. And we're starting this off with Super Coupe MX by Hurin. This is one of his first tracks. Maybe it was his first track, I'm not 100% sure, but this track's always been a banger. I've always loved to get on it and play it. It's great ruts, plenty of roughness, and honestly just kind of helps out. Sometimes I'll just get on a new bike and I'll come to this track just to test it out because it's fairly rough. Ooh. And it's kind of old as well, so the traction's not amazing with these tires, but such a fun track to rail around. And track I've always really had fun with. So yeah, hit that sub and hit that like button. And comment down below, what's your guys' favorite track in MX Bikes? I'm honestly really interested to know. Does everyone like Forest? Does everyone like Walnut? Does everyone like Farm 14? Probably see a lot of Farm 14s and Walnuts. And those are good tracks, don't get me wrong, those are very good tracks. I feel like everyone though that's played this game for a while has already put so many hours into those tracks though. It's easy for us to hate on people playing them, but they are fun, you know, you can't lie. But this track right here, I mean, it doesn't have any models on it. You know, it's very just kind of sandboxy, like someone kind of went outside and dug a track into their little sandbox, but tons of lines, very, very fun. Cool, it'd be cool to do a race on this track, I think. So much line choice, I feel like. Oh god. Kind of feels like an MX sim track. That's kind of what it feels like to me. The sim tracks have tons of lines, tons of ruts. Dude, this bike rips too. I'm gonna do 2 laps here. I'm gonna try to go crazy on this second lap. Never ridden this 150 literally ever. I've ridden the factory 125 a little bit. Not really sure what the difference is other than just more CCs, but don't feel much different. Oh god. Ooh. It's kind of hard to see. That's like my only complaint with this one. You don't really see the edge of the track. Oh, you can see there, it just lost all traction. Oh, very blind jumps. You can't really see the landing. Rail this outside. But all these track links will be in the description. You guys want to go get them. I'm only going to do free tracks today because obviously there are definitely people out there that are not trying to buy tracks for this game, and I totally understand that. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Look how many lines there are on this quarter. It's literally insane. So again. Roll that. Dude, I'm on rails right now. Alright, that is Super Coupe MX. Love the track, boys. Alright, let's go to the next one. Alright, boys, track number 2 is Paris Raceway, made by Mr. J-Dub, I believe. I'd be really cringe if that was wrong. Anyway, Paris Raceway, it's on the MXP mods page. You guys can go download it. Great track. It kind of gives you that stock track vibe, which I like. I mean, the stock tracks in this game, I tend to like them. Alright, they're fun. Yes, they're flat. But they kind of have that more realistic scaling, and I don't know, I think that's cool. I mean, this is a track that I've ridden so much. It's honestly insane. Especially when I first got the game, I spent so much time on here. But this track really, it causes you to slow down a bit. You can't really just be on the horses the entire time. And then we're also on the Husqvarna 250 two-smoker here. And this bike's probably my favorite bike in the game right now. The physics of it, not great. The front end tucks a lot. The back end gives out. Not really sure why that is, but the thing is so fast. Like, it is way faster than the 250F. Like, it is so freaking fast. Track like this probably a little bit faster than 250F. It really does depend on the track too. But I'm about to get absolutely wicked on this lap here. See what we can run. Pretty sure I've run like a 154 on this. I'm not 100% sure what my lap time is. Or not, I think it's in the 40s. I don't even know. We'll see what my lap time is. It's in the 50s or 40s. I think it's in the 40s, but let's see. About to get wicked. We just have to worry about not tucking this front end. It's very hard to not do that. You can wheelie anything though, because the bike is so light. Like, it's actually crazy how light it is. Which is a good and a bad thing. I think with how light it is, you're going to get more of those Pobobo physics. I think that's why the Honda's so stable, is it's got some weight. So far, we're schmoving right now. Wish we had a good sound mod for this thing. It doesn't sound terrible, but it does not sound good. Oh, I messed that up badly. Oh, God. Probably lost a second or two right there. Wheelie these. Oh, my goodness. Bro, this bike is so fun. Whoa. I mean, I feel like I'm on absolute rails right now. Go. Here's the berm. Ooh. Got a little sketchy right there. What's it gonna be? A 150. All right, so my fastest I think is like a 48 or something like that. I have no idea, but yeah, Paris Raceway, great track. Let's go to the next one. All right, boys, third track. We are at Northern Pike Ridge. This is a very old track that I saw Lynn's playing on stream. And I did a couple laps on it. I was like, bro, this track is super fun. Like, I love the scaling of it. Love the flow, love the rhythm. And just one of those tracks that just, I don't know. I just had a ton of fun when I first played it. I feel like first impressions of a track is super important. Like, if you get on a track, even if it's good and you just start sucking on it, you kind of just never play it again. You kind of just leave it at that. There's so many new tracks coming out. And this one, for whatever reason, I just downloaded it and immediately was having super fun. Not going to say I'm good at it by any means, but just love the flow of it. And we're going to absolutely corked on this backside of it here. I've not ridden it in a little while, but definitely one of my favorite free tracks in the game. For sure. I mean, dude, this bike, man, like, I don't even know what just happened. I just lost the back end, I think. But it tends to do that, especially in roughness. It's really hard for this bike to not kick all over the place. So honestly, probably putting more gas in it's like a good thing. I just feel like weighing it down is good. I mean, the back end again there slid so much. This is also, you know, with it being an older track, the tires do not grip the same on the soil. It's a lot more slippery. Oh God. Alright, let's run a heater though. Still gonna run a heater. Come on now, boys. You know me. You know the Jan. Gotta run a bit of a hat laparoni here. That's a bit slipperier. It's more easy to scrub. Oh, bit of an OJ. This is the hardest jump on the track. Oh, this freaking bike, bro. I love it so much. But my goodness, man. It just, you can't get away with anything on it. Oh, God. Dude, the back end is, oh, man. I don't know, maybe I need to really work in a setup, because I have a setup on it, but it's clearly not working out. Like, the 250 Honda would have no problem with any of that. It wouldn't even budge. So we can still beat our ghost lap time. That'll make me feel somewhat happy. Oh, God. Oh, man. Love this corner here. You just move around the outside. Back end! Stop it, man. G-money. Alright, that's Pike Ridge. Fun track, great track. You all should get it. Alright, next one. Alright, boys, next track is WSX Test, the first Supercross track. And one of the only high-quality Supercross tracks you can actually get for free. And this track, not the most fun to race, but I will say, as far as training purposes, I think this track is amazing. And we all know the Jan needs a lot of Supercross practice. Because we are a bit buns at Soupy. Not terrible, we're just not. We're not the consistent Jan that we should be, you know? These whoops just don't like this Honda. Let me tell you something, bro. I don't know what it is with the setup I made, but it just doesn't comply. Ooh. Supercross for me, it requires so much attention. I don't know how I just came up short on that little double. There we go. That's like the hardest section. Getting that second triple. Yeah, I think my front end's too high. Because it feels like the front end's just bucking over the second whoop. Which means my back end's going to take all the force and then I endo. So, honestly, a fairly easy fix on the setup, but we're going for a McGeeter right now. We're getting a bit extracurricular here. I don't know what we're doing. How am I short? Are you serious? Don't understand. Oh my god, how am I still alive? Yeah, it's really all about your entry. You have to enter super slow. I mean, pretty terrible lap so far, but I mean, it's also kind of a good lap. We're hitting the rhythms, we're just casing like everyone. I mean, it just turns into doubling at this point. This whoop section is so long. Alright. Still like the track. It is very hard, which I do enjoy. I enjoy hard tracks, but yeah, let's go to the next one, boys. Alright, guys, the final track. It's a track I made a video on not too long ago. This is Lane Coping by JV. This is JV's first ever track build. I still don't understand how he built this first ever build, because this track is absolutely amazing. I genuinely don't think JV's ever made like a bad quality track. There's tracks he's made where I don't really like riding them. Like, there's definitely some MXGP tracks I don't really mess with, but as far as quality goes, like, every track he's literally ever released has been good quality. So you gotta give him credit on that part. And this track was more of a realistic take on his actual home track, which is super cool and it's probably super fun for him to ride virtually. But yeah, I don't know what it is about this track. I feel like just the realistic scaling is something that I like. That's something that Paris kind of has, and you know, just some of the other tracks that I've always liked in this game. Not a huge fantasy track guy with the massive booters. I mean, they are fun, don't get me wrong, but if I'm riding in testing or something like that, I'm usually on a track that's more realistic scaling. Sending it over this. Nope, we don't make it. Oh god. Last time I rode this on a 450, so okay, buddy. It's over there. The road that comes in. Interesting. Still want to know how he made this. He 3D scanned, or how he got everything to look so real, bro. Like, all these jumps, they just feel like a real... Feels like a real track. It's really cool. And then also the lighting, obviously, he did so good on this lighting. Alright, we're an absolute burner now. Burn peace time. Better ride this not like it's a real track. Oh god. Huge OJ there, it's gonna work out. Flying over this. Oh god. Get up. That never happened. Oh my goodness, I'm stuck in the front. I'm pushing the limits of this track right now. Love to see skills try to ride like a track like this. It's like super tight and it's weirdly rough too. Like the roughness you put on is super sharp, which I've always liked about this game and tracks is like the sharp roughness, which obviously has moved away from that. Probably for everyone's sake though, the MXGP tracks, because those tracks are super rough. If that was all sharp roughness, it would be ugly. Oh my goodness. Cannot clear that. Double. Let's go. Holy Manoli. No! Get up! I should go inside here. Step on! Oh my god, I'm alive. I don't know how. W suspension. Alright, I mean, that is the video. Let me know if you guys want to see a paid version, like all my favorite paid tracks, or maybe you guys want me to do a part 2 of this, because these are not all my favorite free tracks. But they're just some. Alright, down the links in the description. I appreciate you guys for watching, and that's been the like button. I'll see you guys next video. Peace.